We are Leve. Okay, this is good. Wow, this is one for the record book. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Horny Goat YouTube channel and the Horny Goat Podcasting Network to episode number 58 of No Bucks Given, the show where, quite frankly, we don't give any bucks whatsoever as we talk about anything in the world of sports, entertainment,
no dollars.
Apparently fucking watching something else on the TV while paying attention to this goddamn podcast that we're scraping together the last fucking minute. I'm high on a Monster Energy drink, and we wake on you this evening.
When you start talking about Quantumania, I got it going, so I'm good. Go ahead. Pick this shit.
You said go ahead as you literally just turned your head right over to the TV. I can tell how committed you're invested. JP's invested in this episode.
I am invested and committed for how long that is. I don't even know.
Then you're not invested. I'm invested for 2 minutes.
I believe the committed part more than I do the invested part.
You should be committed. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean.
Hey, I'm just telling you, birthday cake.
Birthday cake.
It's over there. Anyway, we got myself.
Goddamn ring now, goddammit.
We got myself, Mr. Marvel 61 here, joined by the wonderful members of the Horny Goat crew. We got JP, kinda, Heather, and Basement. What's up, fam?
I'm here.
You turned your head. You've been turning your head every 2 seconds after you finish a sentence. They're like, hi guys.
The caloric intake is killing me right now, right?
Caloric intake?
I'm looking for a man named Caloric.
Is it related to Cal-L?
Calorie intake.
Caloric. Oh god. How you guys doing?
I second that. I second that thumbs up.
We'll take your word on it because right now Heather and JP are the only ones on camera at the moment. But we got some wonderful, cool cats and kittens joining us in the Chizat. We got Alpha, we got Jurgen Muyen, we got Federico, we got Steve. I noticed in the chat. What's up, Steve? Welcome all you fine cats and kids. We got some stuff we're going to talk about. All the links, as always, are just in the description box of the video here if you're watching us on YouTube. And don't forget, we're also on your favorite podcasting platform as well. We are on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google, Apple, Anchor, and so many more. I will be very transparent that I am very behind on getting the latest episodes uploaded in audio format. I'll probably get caught up to that this week. So if you're watching and waiting for those to drop any minute, just bear with me on getting that shit done.
I feel sorry for that one person. That's like, I've been watching and waiting for so long.
Where's it coming? Damn it!
The fan.
That's for the fan to decide. Yeah.
Oh,
when am I going to listen to this shenanigan? And I feel bad, especially when it's those episodes where it's like we're doing something that's more visual than audio, and it's just us being quiet for 20 fucking gaps on end. It's like fuck.
I am watching myself, and I just.
You like what you see?
Now you know how it feels.
I'm like looking at myself from like 30 seconds ago, and I fidget like a motherfucker. You know that?
You're a fidget spinner.
You also look around.
It is fucking insane.
It's all those caloric intakes that you're taking in.
He's getting lost in his own sauce.
Yep.
You're right. That might need to be committed.
So we looked again. I'm gonna fucking have like a little clicker every time you look over to your right, just to count how many times you
fucking count how many times I look over there. But I wasn't looking over there. That was just me, natural fucking. I don't even know what the fuck. Nope. See,
yeah. This is gonna be a fun evening. We got some stuff to talk about. Like I said, links for everything that we're going to discuss is in the description box here on YouTube. We apologize. We weren't on last night, but just nope, wasn't fucking happening. But I figured since I think we were already discussing this before, we are moving No Bucks Given to Sundays now. Is that right?
Yes, you are correct.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Moving No Bucks Given to Sundays.
We are doing.
Yes. So for those of you who are paying attention for the split few moments that we're on here, glad you're joining us, JP. Is that we're going to be moving No Bucks Given going forward to Sunday evenings. We'll still may have something in between. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Spider Luigi.
What?
What the fuck is wrong with you? You fucking twit.
All right, we'll
I
put
have
this-
no. I have no words between the you fucking twit chugging a drink and then looking over to the right again.
I look to the left a lot too.
We're not gonna get shit. Oh god, this is a completely just off the rails episode. Yeah. So going forward, we're gonna be doing No Bucks Given on Sundays. We'll still probably have something going on. Sundays have obviously been kind of like a big question mark where they do like either a random game stream or maybe Horny Goat Wrestling or something in between there. Saturdays will kind of fill that slot. Again, it makes it easier with all our schedules and whatnot. So just keep in mind Sundays going forward will be No Bucks Given in the future. This is the easiest for all of us.
I gotta start finishing my football season, the one that I started.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
So we'll probably throw that in there too.
So since JP is on the, we'll figure we got a couple of things to talk about. But since we're talking about video games anywhere, at least I brought it up very briefly. One of the topics on here was the Suicide Squad game, and I actually heard about this. About like,
yes,
a lot of people are getting afraid that it might like.
It looks
not
like
going to be that
Fortnite.
great. oh, that's even worse. See, I heard that like a lot of people were comparing it to the Avengers video game.
They were, but I mean, it looks like one of those. You have to pay for like fucking season passes or whatever. And though they have
that's every game now.
I know, but like fans are hating all of it and not playing it. The other thing too is like I watched some of the gameplay, and
I'm watching it now actually.
You'd think that like the different characters would play different, but they all look like they play the exact same. They all have assault rifles, and they're all flying through the air.
that right there is deal breaker for me.
Oh man.
I know it's
That's
such a fucking blow to my asshole.
It's 0 for 2 then. I mean, I know I'm Mr. Marvel, but like shit, I was really looking forward to some of the DC. I was actually really pumped for Gotham Knights, and then like that
It's
like
on
fucking
sale now,
tanked.
by the way.
It went on sale like I think what was it 2 weeks after it launched for like 60% off. Like ugh,
It's gonna have to be
That's
free
not
for
good.
me to fucking play it. That's the
No
bottom
kidding.
line.
Then I
I'm-
just not bother, even if it's free.
Ricky Steamboat
I'll-
is an angry individual. He's like yelling at me. He's like in
So
the
anyway,
camera. He's like, "I'm off you in the asshole." Sorry.
So anyway, Suicide Squad.
So what I heard about this game for was that it's been in development for a while, and when in
Yes.
development, it was a lot of the games were marrying themselves after like live services, and marrying themselves after gear scores. If you've ever played Destiny or any of those, you have like, oh, it's
Yeah,
the
I know
same
you-
rifle,
yeah.
but it has a higher gear score, therefore you're stronger. It's and like the
Cheap.
gameplay looks like fucking Fortnite. It's
I'm
the problem
watching
is
it now,
there
and you're
is-
right, it does.
there is enough character in the game in the cutscenes I've seen for it to be special, but they just slapped it with the old Fortnite shitbox.
So the problem, that's the problem with games today. They're more about, the group, the online fucking gaming and fucking, you know what I'm talking about.
Well,
When it comes to games like that, yes, but a majority of the fucking of the developers out there are actually focusing on couch co-op, which is fucking stupid.
Well, statistically,
what's
couch
frustrating-
co-op is dying too, unfortunately.
I was about to say what's frustrating is that you either get a really exciting fun game that you end up finding out is couch co-op, or you get a game like this where it's like, oh man, multiplayer online, and it just falls into the same fucking buckets of Fortnite, Call of Duty.
You guys, my hero.
Yeah,
Well, the big
Okay.
problem with the Avengers game was that you could play like the Hulk or you could play like Captain America, but in the end, you never really felt like you're playing as those characters. They all had like
Yep.
a very similar skill set. Where if you're gonna make a guy a gigantic 8-foot shark, don't make him fly around the air. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
The Avengers game, I mean, I did appreciate that at least they fucking tried. I'm not saying that it's not
I don't know how
it's
much
not
they
a great
tried, to be
game by all
honest.
means. I mean, in terms of like making the characters different in terms of like their actual abilities and gameplay, but like the problem is you rotate it out too much that it just you're right. It became like the same old like rinse, lather, repeat.
But there was
But
no weight to it. Like if you're playing as the Hulk,
yes,
you should feel like a fucking tank of a human smashing through things,
yes,
and that's kind of what I expected from Suicide Squad. You're gonna play as King Shark. You're gonna be a big lumbering. You're gonna be the heavy hitter and big lumbering tank. That's your role. But it looks like everybody is everything. Therefore, there's no reason to play the game in any different role. Like you should be incentivized to play as Harley Quinn because of a certain play style. Nope. Fuck that shit. You might as well play as King Shark. He plays exactly like Harley Quinn. So what's the fucking
or
point?
Deadshot or Captain Boomerang. Yeah, it's another letdown. Let me throw this.
Games thought to put that kind of notation between the characters in
What?
It's lazy, is what it is.
the Lego games.
The gameplay is
If
lazy.
you were playing as the Hulk in the Lego games, you couldn't jump very high unless you powered up. It did his super jump.
Right.
So
And
I'm gonna throw this out.
You
Oh,
moved
good.
slow. You felt heavy as you moved.
So what you're saying is they make a guy that's like 7'8" tall and 700,000 fucking pounds moves as fast as Harley
Yep.
Quinn.
It's like
It's like the WWE shit.
it's like Shrek from HGW. Yeah.
God.
That's I don't know why that is a thing. I've never understood it. Why games fucking do
Same.
that. It's stupid.
It's in
Now,
this
let me-
game. It's lazy. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. What I was gonna throw out there was, to my knowledge, this was the last big DC game on the table as far as like things they've been announced for future projects. That of course leads credence to the announcement that James Gunn that Gunn is gonna tie supposedly everything together. So with Suicide Squad being like kind of, I mean, I don't want to say it's gonna tank right when it comes out, but it looks like it's gonna fucking tank. Are you guys like a little intrigued, optimistic that maybe like this James Gunn reboot with everything might help with the game development?
I think that's why they're just throwing games the fuck out there, just to get them the fuck
It's
out
easier
there.
out there.
The thing is,
I bet you James Gunn will have his hand in everything that they do.
Yes.
the thing is,
From
this
here
game
on out.
this game wasn't just thrown out there. It's been developed for 5+ years,
I understand that.
and the people that made this. Have any of you guys played the Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City?
Oh yeah.
Those people made this game. So why is it this way?
Wow.
Well,
Yikes.
I think they threw it together to throw it out there, get it out of the way, and then James Gunn is going to have his hands in everything that they do from here on out.
I see that, but you know what? That's
I mean, that's a shitty way to fucking do it, but that's what it
I think
probably
that's
is.
an unnecessary risk. I wouldn't have married the video games to the cinematic universe because one misstep anywhere affects the other.
Yeah.
Where you can have a
Well,
shitty
that's
game
why-
and a
that's
good
why-
movie.
So Star Wars did it and is doing it. And they're doing it. So far they've only made 2 games that are canon. And that's Battlefront and there's going to be the third one, The Fallen Order is canon, and that ties into the story.
But the thing is with them, it's the universe already exists, and they're just plugging in pieces. Where the DC universe is being rolled out simultaneously with the video
Right.
games.
Correct. That's
You
what
know
it-
what game we should play is I'm sending it into the Twitter chat right now. Is the brand new trailer for the I Am Jesus Christ
Oh, I play
video
that.
game.
Fucking solving people's problems. Fucking sheep. I don't think he ever
It
did
includes it includes the Last Supper, Jesus walking on water, and so much more.
that. The thing is,
So-
you know
It
you're
actually-
not.
I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty good.
But you know you're not gonna live.
So
Like you know the
Wandy,
ending.
I'm
Spoiler.
I'm not gonna disagree with you, but I just don't want it to be what's the word I'm looking for? Too anime.
Well, I don't know what you're referring
I
to.
want to see more boobs and
Which-
ass in the new DCU.
I think they can't shy away from like sexuality. I hate, in all
Can't.
honesty, like putting women in like clothes that's not revealing, while Marvel's doing the opposite to men. sexuality sells, and there is a place for it. It doesn't have to be gratuitous to a point, but you're
Pedro
gonna have a
Pascal.
character like
Pedro Pascal.
everyone wants to fucking pound his ass. You're gonna have a character like Harley
God!
Quinn, and you're not gonna have her
America's
show some
ass.
of her assets. It's like missed opportunity.
If it's America's ass, it belongs to everybody.
It does.
Well, everybody that's American.
Captain America fucks.
You couldn't have like Iran #1 owning America's ass.
Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to fight Thanos today. I took it in the ass pretty hard 7 million times last night. Go
To
ahead.
the sound of taps. That'd be fucking great. Oh god, but no, I just wanted to. I mean, I'm. It is a disappointment because I feel like I don't know. Like there hasn't been too many. Like I know Last of Us is obviously a fucking great game, and there's been great. Like I feel like there's been less really good solid games. It's just like there's been just kind of there's very fucking sporadic. I don't know
feel
if it's
like
because I'm getting older or what the fuck it is, but
it's not. 90% of released games have been disappointing. Where you have the diamond and the rough, and then they get like people are like, "Oh my god, it's the best thing ever." No, it's just a well-made game that didn't fall victim to scummy fucking make it a casino, do the casino rules, like fucking scummy ass loot boxes that get you to pay to win or pay to play or pay to look different.
Pay to play, pay to advance, pay to get the better armor.
Yeah.
pay
That's
to get
scummy.
America's ass. Yeah,
Honestly, the scummy practice in video games needs to be stopped because they already make so much fucking money. They don't need the additional like nickel and dime.
Mm-hmm.
I missed Rock Band.
Yeah, well, that's supposed to be coming back. I heard. In some.
Yeah, I
What?
heard
Oh,
too.
fuck.
There's a rumor that they're releasing a new one.
I actually did consider purchasing Rock Band for PlayStation or like Guitar Hero, but I'm like, I have fucking no room to put shit. There's no fucking way. Like if they made it like a way to like compact it and like make it like more potable or portable, then fuck yeah, I get it.
But they did their best. I don't know how much smaller it could get.
Oh no,
I
know
the one that you finger blasted.
Symbols.
Remember that?
Oh yep. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I finger blasted all day.
It's called
speaking
music,
of which,
okay?
speaking of to you, tell
Make
that
me
tell that to
scream.
fucking Massachusetts state authorities. Ant-Man second week performance. So we're talking a little bit about Quantumania, not so much the actual movie itself, which hint, if you guys want any like tidbits on the movie, including spoilers, I did do a separate video on my channel. Cheap plug.
Cheap plug me.
But I plug every day. Okay, so I'm going to be very honest with you. So the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, right? Without going into like a lot of details of the movies, it's what the fuck is with the hate on this thing?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't understand.
It's when something becomes so big that it's almost as popular to hate it as it is to like it, or even more popular to hate it than it is to like it. Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the problem is it doesn't live up. I think everybody's in the super mad because Captain America's gone, and I don't know. I just throwing that out there. I think that's part of the reason why it's getting hate.
I'm going to be very candid and say that like I do not believe that I'm not saying the Ant-Man Quantumania movie is like amazing. It's not. It really isn't. However, I definitely deserves the fucking like
Oh, wonderful.
middle of the road kind of. All right, like it's it's better than the last 3 movies that they've come out with. I will stand by that statement.
I lost internet connection for like 2 seconds, so I don't know what the fuck you said at all.
All I was saying was that I don't think Quantumania should have gotten it should not have gotten review bombed as it did. I'm not saying that it's a great movie. It's a very middle of the road. It's definitely been in the last couple of movies that Marvel's put out. That's for damn sure.
I will say that I haven't seen it, but I think the expectations for the movie were very high because people wanted to get the feeling they had when Thanos came around with the next big bad. I don't know if this movie, because I haven't seen it, I don't know if this movie actually does that, but from what everyone's saying, it does a little bit and doesn't at the same time. And it's also like, for the way that Phase 4 in my mind at least, for me, just came to a fucking cranking halt and almost
No,
shit all over itself, crossing the
I'm,
finish
I'm,
line.
la- I'm laughing because fucking pitch meeting already did one on this, and they're like, we want to build this much excitement for Phase 4 because we know it was yeah.
Yeah, Phase 4 was pretty piss poor, and
Yeah.
we need that one movie that brings the audience back, and I really didn't want it to be Guardians 3, which is the swan song for Guardians, not the start of the new phase, which this in all rights should have been. I'm like, the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'll watch this movie for sure because we'll do a roundtable on it, and when I watch it, I'll probably end up in like a 6. I
I
can
think
already
that's
see it
fair.
happening in and around there.
I think that's a fair assessment of that. I said this in my review. I said that Jonathan Majors, no fucking shock, is the reason I think the movie is so good. It's nothing against Paul Rudd. It's nothing against the other actors, but like, it is Jonathan Majors was what's made that movie. But in any case, I'm just saying is that like even like the article you listed about like, oh, its second weekend tanked 60%. It's like a lot of fucking movies do that.
Almost every movie does it.
Yeah, like I just
Here's why people are calling it a failure. It's a money thing too, because all the like the fucking Infinity War and that fucking $2 billion in the first fucking weekend or whatever, and this one did what, like 100 million?
Man, it's you know what it is? It's a dick measuring contest, just like WWE with the fucking
Yep.
the ratings war. It's like stop. Is the movie good or
attendance
not?
bullshit.
Stop with the fucking numbers, man. You're not making any money off this shit, random asshole on the internet.
So I'm not sure if you guys know this, but like when it comes to like box office stuff, right? The movie, like the studios usually get the most amount of money from the opening weekend. That's why they push it out the ass as far as like it was the number one box. That's why you see like whenever a fucking movie comes out, oh, it's the number one in the theaters. Yeah, no shit, it just fucking came out. Then you don't like 2 days later, you don't fucking hear about it. But as the movie rolls out, the longer it's in theaters, the more money goes back to the theaters than it does the production studio. That's why they push for such a strong opening weekend, and that's why they push for like, you know, a day or two early, whatever the fuck. So for it to tank, so like to go down drastically after an opening weekend, it's like, yeah, no fucking shit. And you're right, it is a dick measuring contest, especially where like, and this is what I've said before, even now doing the roundtable with the more recent stuff, it is extremely unfair to compare a lot of I mean, yes, it's like, oh, Marvel's done stuff better. No shit, it's done stuff better. But like, it's a little unfair in some cases to compare like, hey, is this movie as good as fucking Infinity War Endgame? No. Almost nothing
The build isn't there. It's never going to happen.
People that $100 million in one fucking day, and I know a lot of that money goes back to the theaters and stuff, which it should, which keeps the theaters in business.
Agreed.
But people rating it on how much money it made, and I think that's what a lot of people are doing. Not everybody. I don't. Those people have probably seen it, but they don't rate it on what the movie is. They don't rate it on what they're seeing. They rate it on numbers and all that. Too many analytics go into. They do it in fucking football. They do it in fucking baseball. Like, can the guy hit the fucking ball where other people aren't? That's all I give a shit about. I don't give a shit about the fucking numbers.
The other thing too, though, when it comes to Marvel specifically, they have and it's their own doing, but it's part of what made them so successful. They have a huge task with any movie they roll out. It has to accomplish multiple things. It has to be good enough standalone for people to rave about it. It has to appease the fanboys and the comic book readers, so it always has to have them on the side, and it has to build what's coming in the future. It has to be half of it advertisements for shows and there's so much that has to fit into the 2 hours that they do that it normally ends up being a very middling product, but it accomplishes all those other things while being a middle, like, yes, it's watchable, but eventually you want something to continue to build and grow until you get to that crescendo, which was Infinity War and Endgame. People expecting this to be the crescendo when it's the introduction is kind of fucked up.
A lot like wrestling fans. They want that.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. They want that payoff. And then when they get it, they're like, well, that sucked. Well, no shit. It was too quick. The crescendo's got to happen before you get to that. I mean, yes, this is probably a middle of the road movie, right?
That's the way I saw it. I mean, I went in with like relatively, I went in with low expectations. And I still enjoyed the movie, but the only thing I wanted to accomplish was like I said to you guys before, I wanted to be Kang's coming out party, which is exactly what it was. Did it do a perfect job of it? No, but I still enjoyed the ride, and I didn't like go into it like, oh man, how is this going to impact the public? They did. I actually. I think I said this when we were doing a Hogwarts stream. I said that I think that the movie did exactly what a lot of the Marvel movies should do. Have a decent enough self-contained story that you can still enjoy it without going like, oh, it's fucking the greatest thing ever, when it's not dog shit, but does the build for the future stuff in the right way. And that's all. Without going into spoilers, that's all I'll say.
From what I know about the movie, the one criticism that I'm almost certain I will have after I've seen it, that I'll probably have now, is that I would have personally, instead of doing what they did the original time and just like, hey, Thanos, yeah, he's sitting on his chair, and then when his movie comes, he becomes like an absolute menace, I would have introduced Kang much more harshly. I would have had him take one of the characters that have existed that have no real future left in the franchise away, and start
that everybody likes.
Yeah, start him off strong by getting a victory over the heroes. That's where I would have gone. And I don't know anything about the Kang character, but the next big bad should start off strong instead of being that person that they allude to. And if you want to like build up the big bad, you can't have him. I'm starting to from what I understand, Kang is more about like the number of Kangs that are out there, and it's kind of like
took the words right out of my mouth. It's
that to me is a bit like less menacing than
it's
because there's there's been a number of Kangs. They all look like Jonathan Majors, whatever. We've had a million fucking faceless cunts in Marvel that have all been failures.
Well, what's interesting is that like researching more about Kang myself, and I was in the same boat as you. I didn't know shit about him, and then it's like, oh, he's gonna be the villain, and then there goes my ADHD obsession and just dive. So it's weird because like Kang is more of like, he's more like a fucking like temporal anomaly more than anything else. Like, yes, is he say
that word one more time?
Temporal anomaly.
I'm just gonna say it's not what you said the first time.
Carry on. I fucking tripped up on my tongue.
Tempura.
What's your fucking Mid-South Wrestling, you bastard? So it's like, is he powerful in his own right? Yes, but it's more of his impact on space-time and quantum mechanics more than anything else. Like Thanos obviously is a parent, and then he gets the stones. That's like, fuck your shit, and then like everything fucking goes to shit. Whereas Kang's understanding of time and what he can really do to like realities and universes on a grander scale is like, holy shit. But that's also what intrigues me about him, is that he's still just fucking human. He's not an alien. He's not a god. He's not anything other than a human mortal flesh and blood. But he's been able to find ways, whether it be through technological advancement or otherwise, that he's literally fucked all the shit up. And so I was kind of like taken aback. I'm like, they're really going to go for him as the next big bad. Not that he's not that dangerous, but like to introduce him the way they're going to introduce him in the MCU, which, you know, Thanos's was, I don't want to say perfect, but it was relatively flawless. Big bad hiding in the shadow. Here are the stones, and then we're coming together, and then here, I was gonna get the stones, and then fucking game over.
That's where it's weird to me, because they've got the Skrulls, which are kind of the green faceless bitches, almost the same type of thing going on. Like Kang to me is like his danger seems more like a cockroach than like something that would be like, you can't get rid of him because he's there all the time and he's smarter than you think he is, and it's like
it's kind of ruins
your life.
It's kind of like it's kind of like Tony Stark on God mode, but he was evil. That's basically the best way I can describe him. I'm grossly oversimplifying, but that is basically the best way I can describe him. But it could be intriguing. It could be fun. But we'll see. But anyway, that's for the next Marvel Roundtable.
Yeah.
You're all gonna fucking hate me.
We didn't really touch on it, but the video effects were under scrutiny because I think this was the last of the ones that were supposed to be sweatshopped.
Yeah, and your
Wait,
thumbnail.
what do you mean by sweat?
So Marvel got into big trouble for video effects being rushed and them having to work insane hours. I think this is the last movie that fell under
It
that
is.
umbrella before they were
Yes.
like, we're not doing this anymore. We're not rushing our projects. And I mean, if you
Which,
look at the
thank
thumbnail,
God.
you see MODOK, who is
Mhm.
problematic. Let's say.
So, okay, so couple things about that. One, it's funny because the special effects is hit or miss. I mean, obviously, MODOK, you can see from the fucking thumbnail. Yep, I know. I go into a bit more about that on the review, so I don't want to go into too much detail. That being said, Marvel has announced that they are considerably scaling back the stuff they're releasing. So, to my knowledge, they are only releasing 5 things this year. 3 movies, which in fact they just pushed the Marvels from July to November.
You know what?
thank God.
The writing's on the wall for that one. I think it's going to be a shit fucking movie, and they're moving it because the reception of this one wasn't like super glowing, and they can't handle having a couple
Choice words.
big stinkers together.
I think. Well, I think it's a combination deal. I think it's because I think that's part of it. I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but I also think they want to give Guardians more of a summer chance to breathe more because they're going to be. Plus, there's a lot more fucking superhero movies coming out this year. Jesus Christ, because Flash is in June, and let's just face it, Flash is going to fucking crush it. And Marvel's now been more pushing more end of year blockbusters. If you've noticed, they did it with Spider-Man. And they did it with Black Panther. So I'm not saying Marvel.
They are doing what Star Wars decided to do, and that's move it to a week before Christmas.
Because you know it's gonna make it's gonna make money, no matter how good it is.
So it's smart. Yeah.
Well,
Again, I'm not comparing Marvel's.
What's the over under in Marvel's being even watchable? I have a feeling it's gonna be.
I need to see the trailer.
4 out of 10.
Well, okay. I need to see the trailer, and the only reason I say that is because I think if anything is going to be this fucking saving grace of that, it's going to be Iman Vellani, fucking Miss Marvel.
I don't think anything is going to save it. It's like
Have
you wanted to watch a movie with everybody you don't like? Here it is.
I'm saying she's going to be the best part of it.
She was the best part of her own show, and that wasn't that great. Just
I'm it's the one I'm looking forward to the least. Obviously fucking Guardians is the one I'm like, let's go.
That's gonna be their big hit.
Shit on my heart, let's do this. Like I'm ready for like the fucking heartbreak.
I don't think there's any world where it's terrible. It can't be.
Oh, no. I'm just saying is that's going to be a fucking like they are going to rip out my heart and they are going to destroy it because it looks like it's going to be a soul crushing movie, and I'm prepared to cry because I think it's going to be that much of an emotional like roller. They are really pushing.
I'm being okay.
Fucking road.
Damn it! Fucking oversimplified.
I'm just fucking with you.
No. Also, did anybody else raise an eyebrow when they saw the High Evolutionary's actor is the same guy from fucking Peacemaker?
Who? What? I didn't even understand what you said.
The black guy.
The black guy who plays
Peacemaker. He's also in the new Marvel stuff.
Idris Elba?
Fucking good for fucking.
No, from Peacemaker.
Good for.
He had the moth in his head or the butterfly in his head.
Oh yeah, no, okay, I know who you're talking about now. Yes, that's a good choice. He was good. He was awesome in Peacemaker.
was like crazy.
He was awesome in Peacemaker.
Jesus.
Oh, I know. He's dead in Peacemaker.
And now you know why.
I'm not some baby bitch who needs his baba.
I'm telling you, JP, you would fucking love Peacemaker. I'm dead serious.
He already has it in his mind. He was gonna hate it, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I know his ways. I know his ways.
But I'm glad
these are fallacies.
I'm glad Marvel's slowing shit down to let things breathe because I think it's only 3 movies and 2 shows this year and that's it. Which thank God for my fucking Pepe Sylvia fucking board of conspiracies and bullshit keeping track of shit.
Fuck is that guy?
Exactly.
Exactly. There's no Pepe Sylvia. Anywho, I didn't see this.
Fucking
I
blowing
just
his
saw this.
mind.
You right there, Heather?
His mind is being blown. What the fuck does that mean?
Doesn't take much. All right. John Wick star John Leguizamo vows revenge when Marvel offered him an irrelevant consolation prize after he lost the Vulture to Michael Keaton. They offered me something tiny. So I did not know about this whatsoever. So I knew Leguizamo was up for the role of the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming, but they gave it to Keaton. But what did they offer him exactly? I didn't even know about this.
It doesn't explicitly say.
Secondary role.
But here's the thing, like in my mind, John Leguizamo is like overestimating his stardom. Because though I'm not against him. I'm not like I guess I'm a fan of him. I don't mind him in things. It's not like, I mean, if I was thinking we want to get somebody in a superhero movie and we want to have them have notoriety, Keaton or Leguizamo. Leguizamo was the clown in fucking Spawn.
Mhm.
Keaton was Batman.
Oh my God, he was.
And he was Luigi.
Oh yeah, shit, he was Luigi. That's right.
So it's
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
he's been in a lot of things, and a lot of them are shit. But it's just like
I like him.
I don't mind him, but like,
His true personality is starting to turn into the personality he was playing as his character on The Menu.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh my god!
That's
should
what
watch
he's turning
Spawn on
into with
edibles.
this shit. I mean, he even put out there he was tempted to sue them.
That's a bit much. He seems to be like over the top recently.
I think, dude, as much as I love you, no, Michael Keaton's a better fit for the Vulture than yourself.
The one thing I will say, and I
Agreed.
think he's got some validity when he said he was used as a pawn in them getting Keaton. He thinks that they offered it to Keaton. Keaton was on the side, so they brought in him and said, "Well, we're giving it to Leguizamo." And then I guess like the hype for the role and the movie kind of like went higher, and then they used it to like be like, "Well, we have someone else instead of you." But that's like him just like projecting his ideals or what he thinks is happening.
Just like his character on The Menu.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that a lot of fucking companies do that though, right? I mean, especially because production companies, like their job is to fucking make the money back, right? So like Heather said, like if you're gonna have fucking Leguizamo or Michael Keaton, who are you gonna be more inclined to want to go watch?
Also, Michael Keaton fucking killed that role. He was creepy as shit with Spider-Man in the car.
Great.
He's got this weird
He was just great.
fucking "I'm going to rape you" face.
He was one of the villains that I wish they did more with, and I'm not counting the Morbius bullshit. Don't ask.
I think I would have liked him maybe as like a bigger villain. Vulture to me is not much. I would have liked him.
It's a
The
better
thing is,
version.
I like Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, so I don't really know who I'd pick for him to be.
Vulture had another weirder origin story in the comics, and I'll be honest with you, the way they did it in the MCU, infinitely better. Because the Vulture in the comics was an old man who would basically like weaponize the Fountain of Youth in order to get himself younger.
Yeah, this was just like
So
an
I
angry
like-
construction worker.
Yep. Which that's why I like that much better. Although I shit you not, let me actually see. I think hold on. Spider-Man Vulture. Now that I think about it. Yeah, he does look like JP. I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put this in the Twitter chat. You're gonna fucking hate me, but watch. I'm like, the more I thought, I'm like, wait, the fucking old man just here, hold on, ready? There you go.
Oh my god.
You see it?
No, I don't see anything.
Put it in the Twitter Horny Goat for Life Twitter chat.
Just pull me your shit. I'm getting her.
That's what I'm gonna wait until I hear the reactions from everybody.
That's my boy, Blue. That doesn't look like me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. It looks like you and Mr. Magoo a little mixed.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see it. His eyebrows are sticking out.
That's his problem with it. The eyebrows.
I don't care.
That's the problem, not the fucking. Looks like you're wearing a onesie.
I am wearing a onesie. Look at me.
The fuck? Why can't I pull it up?
You have better boobs than him, though.
I got better boobs than
You can't see the Twitter chat basement.
No, I do have boobs.
Trying to
They jiggle. They jiggle.
put it where it belongs.
Oh, what, you're putting on the stream?
Oh, that right. Why does it keep disappearing? Well, use your imagination, everyone. Because
Do it.
What?
it doesn't want to be seen.
Oh, God. Well, anyway, just take our word for it that it basically looks like JP. And it needs to be JP's new Discord profile picture. Super Bowl complaints about Rihanna. What the fuck is up with them?
Oh, fuck. Here we go. I need a drink. I'll be back.
What?
I'll tell you.
So,
There was 103 complaints lodged by the SEC with the NFL because of her Super Bowl
what?
performance. There were some very pornographic imagery through the dance moves that they did not care for to be on a family program.
God damn it. Janet Jackson, fucking Justin Timberlake ruined everything.
I think there was also vulgar language kind of thing was another one of the complaints. But 103. 100 and motherfucking 3 complaints.
Sorry, I'm just noticing what JP said when Basement's doing this stream. Oh fuck, that's just that makes me so happy. Oh, beautiful.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this while I was off in Narnia. All right.
Yeah, flying away. Yeah.
So Rihanna does the swipe and sniff on national TV. She did. She did the
I
swipe
didn't see
and
the damn
sniff.
thing, so this is fucking great.
Back in the 80s, I don't think it was wrong. Hillary Clinton or whoever it fucking was, they were like, oh, we can't show this stuff on TV. It's ruining our children. People are actually bitching because they aren't seeing this shit on TV. Now they're back to finally bitching about it. What the fuck's going on, man?
I wanted her to give birth right on air.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping she went into labor. I thought that would have been fucking.
It's the issue. People are so ass backwards. Back in the 80s, people were fighting to get that shit off of TV. She does it. Now only 103 complaints. Man, there was millions of complaints when that shit happened back in the 80s. Somebody
shows you
on TV.
Kind of shows you. I mean, shit. Look at like the history of like censorship in terms of like. Remember Elvis Presley couldn't show anything above the waist because it was so like it was deemed too vulgar. Yeah, and now it's like, hey, crotch test.
I don't know why.
Right? The complaint I have about this thing is I have people saying, oh, it was just a show. But there's little girls watching this shit. This is where I have a problem with it. The swipe and sniff at 100. I mean, come on, man.
Well, the thing is, like, it's a
get over the phrase swipe and sniff.
It's a football halftime show where football is E for everyone. You have to kind of adhere to the audience at the time. And this is, remember the problem with the fucking Anaconda, I think it was Anaconda, that they sang it at like the fucking Oscars or some shit. I don't know what it was, Grammys maybe. And they were like, this is not for kids. Like, what did you expect? It's a song about dicks and women getting them.
People are just now. People are your society is fucked up.
Well, to tell you the other side of this is there are women out there because you bring up there's little girls in the audience watching this. There's women out there saying she is a queen because she's showing that we can still work while we're pregnant.
Good for fucking her. I do not fucking care. Good for her.
I mean, she didn't really work too much. She
Work-
walked back and
I was
forth.
gonna say,
I wish
I'll say,
Donkey
Heather,
Kong
you know what-
took
you know
her
what's-
out to fucking.
I was about to say, Heather, you know, it's like when you're that pregnant. I don't think how much work you're going to be able to get done with.
Well, she's not even that pregnant. I don't think. I think she's like 4 months along or something.
Oh, I thought she was like ready to
I don't
pop.
care. I don't care that she's pregnant and
She
she's
just had a kid a
working.
year ago. Unless she got
Irish twins.
unless like
She-
fucking
she-
sperm ejaculated
yeah.
into her.
She put out a picture of with her and the first baby that was when he was only like 4 or 5 months old, and she sat there and said, "My second baby was in my stomach, and I had no idea." During those
Wait,
photos.
what?
Honestly, the Super Bowl was a fucking sham. I tried watching this shit. It was 98% commercials, and then this fucking crap came on, and I was like, I'm out. Because this is not even
honestly-
about the game at all anymore.
Honestly, the only reason I watched the Super Bowl was because of the commercials, and now they fucking release half, if not all, the commercials before the Super Bowl online.
Yeah,
So it's just like this.
we have a trailer for a trailer. Type fucking
Here's the
bullshit.
preview of the trailer
Yeah.
of the coming attractions.
Pretty
No.
soon the football game will not exist. It'll just
That's what it was. It was all fucking. Literally, it came back on, and I don't even think a play happened. It was a minute of me seeing football players, and then it went back to commercials. And then this fucking dipshit comes on with a bunch of sperms dancing around her. What is this? Like the insemination process?
Oh,
She's really
God, I'm
signaling
sorry,
to
just the
everyone that
phrase.
she's pregnant.
I don't even think a play happened.
I'm telling you, man, it's the truth.
Oh,
they
God.
do.
No,
they
no, I
do
believe
that
you.
in sports now where they got that quick 10 seconds and they go to a fucking commercial. They do that shit all the fucking time.
It's way too much, man. I'm like, I'm never watching this shit again. It's become more.
I hear if you take it, the game does last 3 hours. I can honestly tell you that a game lasts literal 3 hours with all the timeouts and shit.
No, no. That's the Super Bowl is like everything is expanded upon. There's no fucking way. I saw about 14 hours of commercials in one football game.
I mean, that's
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
It's a long ass fucking game.
Oh man, it was killing me. I couldn't even
I
watch
hear
it
you.
after a while.
This
was the icing on the cake because I couldn't understand a word she was saying. Like the actual fucking acoustics or whatever you want to call it, the sound in the stadium was terrible. And then she starts getting on these platforms, and all I'm thinking of is the fucking what is it, Smash Brothers. That's all I'm thinking of.
Somebody.
I'm
told
waiting
me
for one of
it
those
was-
things to snap.
I know. I was like, is this safe? She's carrying a baby.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, you got the camera guy. She's just sitting there, and they got the camera on her, and then she's like, it breaks, and everybody's like, oh, hey, shit, she's went down.
You know what? The one thing I fucking hated after seeing this, it's like, oh, Rihanna brings in 108, whatever the fucking huge amount was into the like. She beat the Super Bowl
Who
for
cares?
viewership. I'm like, all those people were already watching the fucking game.
Yeah,
Like her shit came on, they
But
got
she
up.
beat them,
They got up
yeah.
and got a beer and some wings while her dumbass was sniffing her fucking snatch in the center of the field.
Right. A lot like me. I got up. What? No, I sat there, but we didn't. We ended up watching something, didn't we?
The bottom line is the people that were watching the Super Bowl didn't stop watching the Super Bowl in the halftime. They just left it on because there's realistically nothing else on when the Super Bowl is on. So you just leave it on, and she brought in those extra 5 million viewers that only wanted to see the halftime show.
Who cares?
So
I'm still waiting on my halftime show that I want, which is Weird Al. I
Scratch-
want a goddamn
It's
never
Weird
never.
Al.
It's never gonna happen.
scratch and
That's
sniff.
Scratches.
I hate to say that. I mean, Weird Al's Weird Al, but I don't think he'll ever be on a halftime show.
He said he would be up for it, but
I always find
him.
like the NFL halftime show to be like 3 years behind what is actually popular.
Thank God. Okay, I was gonna say you're saying what basically I've been thinking for the last couple of years is just
Right.
like, do they know what's hip or not? Or
Like,
am I
Rihanna, for the last 3 years, she's been shooting babies out.
And actually, she's not done anything for 7 years.
Yeah, but halftime
I
show.
don't.
They should bring out Madonna's fucking carcass.
Oh,
Have
God.
that-
They
have
did
that
that,
if you want.
they did that already.
They've done that. She
Yeah,
even
Madonna's
posted, I'm sure she's posted or somebody. I want to say there was I want to do the Super Bowl again. I don't know.
Keep the Super Bowl to country stars or rock stars. It does not need to be this. Because, first of all, she's not saying anything. It's all pre-recorded.
And it's all auto-tuned too. And like it's more about these fucking snowmen dancing.
Yes.
I don't care.
No, and that's exactly my sentiment.
I
don't
just
even care.
it's Rihanna. Good for her. She can fucking sing and she's pregnant and she can fucking
Make
she can
babies.
stomp her foot and then actually like wiggle her ass because she's got a fucking big ass or whatever. I don't fucking know, man. Like I don't know what people see in this shit. I don't.
No, her music was
I don't
like
know. If you
catered.
want to go, this is why MTV was so good. Go watch a video of her fucking jiggling her shit on fucking MTV in a
The thing
block.
is, the thing is, I
Outta
would
here.
never think of like, okay, so what sports means, and like getting the grit and determination to win a sports game. You ain't gonna put on fucking Rihanna.
No, I'm
It
not.
does not go hand in hand with like sports. Like there's like it just doesn't really make sense. She's a club singer.
I
Like clubs and dance, that's her shit, right? Like it's not. I'm not gonna be.
house music.
I'm not gonna feel like fucking Rudy after hearing whatever the fuck she sings.
Speak for yourself.
I don't know how long the actual singing at halftime has been going on. I mean, the Super Bowl's always done something, not like
It's a
not
spectacle. I gotta take
Well,
that, Rihanna.
halftime show never used to be about. It was actually they would talk about the game. Nobody gave a shit what happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look, but I don't think every Super Bowl has ever had a halftime show.
Well,
I
they
think
did, but it
that's
wasn't published like
I
this.
think the
It's like
halftime
the
shows
cheerleaders.
started because Whitney Houston fucking blew the Star Spangled Banner out of the water. Hey, I got a fucking idea. Hey, let's do a halftime show.
No,
Okay.
it was long before then, actually.
Well, I'm
Also a
just
marketing tool.
what I'm saying is it hasn't always been a thing. Who really started those halftime shows was college football when the Orange Bowl and the Rose Bowl they would do like the Orange Bowl is a big one where they do a halftime show and they bring in like a Rihanna and do a halftime show for like 10 minutes and then but that's where the halftime shows actually started. Super Bowl hasn't always done this and it's kind of gotten overbearing to be honest.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Just saying. That's my commentary on it. Fuck halftime shows. They're a waste of fucking time. I want to know what my team's going to do in the next fucking half. I don't give a shit about what fucking Rihanna going to fall out of her fucking vagina on stage. I don't care.
At least if you're gonna do music that's like inspiring for sport. Not
Yes.
a pregnant woman sniffing her own crotch on stage, because that's not for me. I don't even
agree
know
with
who
Paul
that's
in the
for.
chat. I agree with Paul in the chat. He goes, NFL and W way behind on what's popular.
Mhm.
I
WWE's
definitely agree.
getting better.
You know
I
what it
think.
is? They have to
I
book
think
it.
WWE is more in touch than NFL is.
WWE's way more in touch than the NFL.
They have to
is.
book far in advance, and they have to book with like the safe pick in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
not
that
sure.
shit I'm out. Anyway, on to
Yeah.
more lighter. I was going to say on to something more lighter. Malcolm X's family announces a $100 million lawsuit alleging NYPD and other agencies concealed evidence in his murder. Huh. Why do I feel like Gina picked this one?
She did.
So, Gina,
Where are you?
where are
Where
you?
are you?
Because what I gather out of this story, and I think you explained it to me, is that there found evidence that the guy that committed this crime didn't do it. The wrong person's in prison, is what they're saying, right?
Okay.
That's what I read in the article,
That's
or how it was how I interpreted it.
you
because
don't.
it's,
The funny thing is, you don't sue the. Why are you suing the government for that? That's so dumb. Why don't you say, hey, we'd like to have a retrial? We'll pay the $1 million to have a fucking retrial. Because we got some evidence. Like, why aren't you getting the cops involved in this shit?
I love
Don't
when
trust
like
him.
arbitrary numbers are just thrown around. $100 million, $1 gajillion. It's like, okay.
It's like, why if you found evidence that the guy fucking didn't commit this crime, so again, I'll go back to this. They did put if they put this forward. See, this is why I'd like to have Gina here, because I have questions. Because I didn't read. I don't read. So I just want to know. I just want to know, why are they suing the government for $100 million? Did they turn down? But why would you, if you've got evidence, can present it?
No.
I don't. This sounds so dumb to me.
It just seems like there is a opportunity for someone, in quotations, to make money. And therefore this is happening.
I mean, that's basically the way I would see it.
Yeah.
Is if they're really looking at if there is evidence, I've not read the article, but if there is evidence
Because you don't
that
read.
suggests that, then obviously there's a way for them to like, oh, let's sue the. I don't know. It seems like a cash grab. I mean, it could be legit, absolutely, but obviously, no matter who it was or who it is, it instantly feels like a cash grab to me.
But it's the family.
It's
Right.
it's his family, which I don't know if like I thought something completely different after I like skimmed through the article. I didn't think what you're saying, but I also can't look at it right now, so there's no way I can. If what I'm thinking is right, I can't read. Okay.
Did you just catch JPism?
Yes.
Am I asking the wrong question? So
I have no idea, Gina. God damn it,
Hold
Gina.
on. God damn it. Hold on. It says civil rights attorney announced on Tuesday that there are plans to file a lawsuit against the New York City Police Department and various government agencies alleging that the intentionally concealed evidence related to the murder after it happened. All right. The attorney appeared at a news conference in Manhattan alongside two of Malcolm X's daughters to provide what he called a formal notice of legal complaint to the city of New York, the NYPD, the state of New York, the district attorney's office, and various federal law enforcement agencies, including FBI and CIA. The attorney said Malcolm X's family intends to file a wrongful death lawsuit for $100 million, alleging that the entities named quote had factual evidence and exculpatory.
Yep.
Exculpatory. I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
just run with it.
Evidence that they can't read either, that they fraudulently concealed from the men who were wrongfully convicted for the assassination of Malcolm X. In 2021, a state Supreme Court judge officially exonerated two of the three men who had been previously convicted and incarcerated in connection with Malcolm X's murder. It followed a 2-year investigation by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office that found Muhammad A. Aziz, then 83, and the late Khalil Islam were wrongfully convicted. A third man admitted to the shooting, but said neither Aziz nor Islam was involved.
See, it
This is a
seems
mess.
to me that they are suing because they believe the police fucked up everything willfully and put people that were innocent behind bars when it was probably like more the police that
Like a
were
slap on
at
the
fault.
Yeah, it sounds like they're not blaming them for like that it happened. It sounds like they're more
mishandled
blaming
the
them for
entire thing. I'm
Yes.
thinking that if you ask the family, they'd be like, the police killed them, and then put random strangers behind bars and control all the evidence.
So the people that were found to be not, so the evidence, they were released from prison.
They're saying the evidence was tampered with, and they're suing the city because the police mishandled it.
Yep.
That's fine. See, that makes more sense to me.
That's what I thought originally.
My thing is they have evidence. My whole thing was that makes sense. But the whole evidence, like, you have evidence. Why don't you, instead of suing for $100 million, say we have evidence to turn it over? I didn't know that they had been released.
The thing that really like makes me hate the whole idea of this is suing not for justice but for money. And when you see that 100 mil, I immediately think, okay, you're using this. You might be right, and this might be complete fuckery, but you're using this to make some money because you've done nothing with your life.
Yes,
it's funny.
So I agree that they shouldn't. But if the case was overturned, this is another thing. Well, why the fuck are you suing?
Money.
Yeah, why? Yes. Take them to fucking court. Stop suing people. Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait, what? Say that sentence again?
What?
You just said stop suing people, take them to court.
It just seems like if they wanted to actually present this as something, justice should be forefront, not the amount of money being put on the table for the lawsuit.
That's what I'm getting at.
Because the amount of money is asinine.
Unfortunately, with how the systems work, they have to put down a monetary value.
They do.
I know, but $100 million.
Yes.
Well, it's funny you say it's funny you say that, because in my line of work, that happens quite frequently, where like people are like, "Oh, this happened, therefore I should receive this," and it's like, how can you put a monetary value on whatever this is?
And this is why I think I agree with Basement 100%. This is just them trying to make money. If they didn't, they would just make it public and sue for $1.
But I also feel like they come out.
That wouldn't get any fucking
publicity.
I feel like we've seen it. I feel like we've seen it more and more with these like lawsuits that come out for asinine amounts, like the Alex Jones shit. I think people come out with like a huge number because they want to be like, this is what we want, but we'll settle for. And it's never that amount. But like coming out with a huge number like this, I see. Yes, you could say, like, you can argue, oh, it's publicity, and this is the only way that people are going to know what the wrongdoing was, is shock value of that amount. But there's X number of those people, no pun intended, that are going to, because we're talking about Malcolm X. There are X number of people that are going to be like, you fucking greedy sons of bitches.
Well,
Alpha put a good comment in the chat. But,
Vince said, Vince, does that. They're going to sue for $100 million, but we'll settle for. And if you notice that whole
NDA.
Yes,
Speaking of suing, nice little segue here. Jim Carrey apparently also threatened to sue YouTuber Vincent Briatore for destroying his more than 3 decades long career after Briatore claimed Carrey visited infamous Jeffrey Epstein. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, this is such a stretch. If you went to the island, then you're fucked. Whatever, who cares? If you didn't go to the island, then why is this like him suing makes it bigger than it needs to be? Therefore, more people will think that he's a fucking pedophile.
Yep. That's exactly. A YouTuber ruined my 30-year career.
He honestly, like 5 years ago, didn't he come up and I'm retiring?
He said after the Sonic movie, yeah.
This motherfucker literally fucking
He just disappeared off the face of the earth for like a year and a half, and then came back and went on this craze of the hippie painter who has visionary capabilities.
Jim Carrey's another case.
The thing is, he was eaten alive by like popular celebrity liberal beliefs.
Yeah,
those people that go off the deep end with like what's socially acceptable at the time. Meanwhile, now we're in the future, and people are like, that's fucking kind of weird,
I don't give a fuck what politicians do in their free time, or not politicians,
So,
but actors. I don't care. You just better fucking entertain me, or else I just won't watch you. I don't think we Americans really give two fucking shits.
Well, to an extent.
No, two fucking shits.
Well, if it's something like obviously fucking like, hey, I murder people for fun. Well, you could do you do you.
I ate 17 children and a dog.
YOLO.
It's like
Quiet dog.
It's the worst one.
Fucking crazy bastard.
I mean, in the end, like
Yeah.
at this point in time, you know how many people's names has been thrown into the Epstein pile? Most of the public literally don't give a fucking flying shit anymore. And you know why? Because the media has done a piss poor job of covering it. And you know why? We all know why.
balloons in the sky. Oh no.
It's like, no, we won't cover a big ring of pedophiles that went to an island to fuck kids in favor of politics. Did you guys remember politics are happening? Politics.
Whoa, what?
It's like, man,
Say what?
they really
Money.
swept all that shit under the fucking carpet.
Oh yeah. Because you can bet there's a whole shit ton of politicians on that list.
You know, this is good. Biden gets into presidency, and it again is swept under the rug.
The disappearance of one of probably the most disgusting fucking things you'll ever hear about in your life. It's just like, hey, don't worry about it. It didn't happen, even though it happened. He hung himself.
Did you see this cute cat video on TikTok?
Yeah.
You have the guy commenting on the guy on TikTok.
Right?
Turn your brain to mush.
Fuck Jim Carrey. You can go fucking.
Yeah, you know what? I liked his early career enough. I was young, and some of the
Loved
stuff
his
was
early
fun.
career.
And then when he got past the point where he was just like retarded in movies,
He
had a
went,
pretty good time
so
as well.
He made Sunshine of the Spotless
Spotless minds.
of the Spotless Mind.
Nailed,
That's when he
nailed it.
Work in progress.
took a fucking right at fucking Gibraltar when he took.
I enjoyed Liar Liar. I enjoyed those type of. He had a couple like movies where he wasn't just completely Jim Carrey, where there was at least a
Yeah.
storyline to an extent, and he was kind of getting into like the realm that like Robin Williams lived in.
Yes.
And then he just went completely brain damage. I know that he had like personal problems. Like I think his his wife killed herself or something. It's terrible.
I
Yeah,
heard
so-
there's actually, I think it's on HBO. I showed you.
Uh,
Or is it on the Peacock? They have
It's
a
on
series of, and it's on HBO Max.
Yes.
Or Peacock. I don't fucking know.
He's another guy that had like a lot of struggles. But then you look at him and I'm like, okay, Keanu Reeves also had a terrible life.
But
And look at the outcome of both of those.
What I gathered
Name Wandy.
from the Robin Williams thing that I'm talking about is that he had a chemical imbalance in the brain.
Robin Williams had like
Yep.
major problems towards the end.
So do I.
he was never officially diagnosed with depression. According to this documentary, he actually had early onset dementia. I think
No, it
they
was
said.
like a
He had a
super
chemical
aggressive.
imbalance in the brain,
It
which
was
caused
it was a super aggressive form of like dementia, which is
Yeah.
why he's like, fuck this. I'm out.
Williams?
And I get that. Yeah, Williams.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And I get that. Like
Unfortunately.
I'm out. With that, losing
Yeah.
yourself is like, yeah.
Sorry,
you know,
just the oversimplification of I'm out.
Well, that's kind of what happened.
Yeah. I'm just, you're right, but just you're too right.
I get it though,
Oh.
because I would do probably the same thing. Like trapped in your own body, losing yourself. Fuck that. That's
Yeah.
horrendous.
Yeah.
As they say in Canada, peace out.
Yep, it's just my time. But
Oh,
where
man. All right,
where Robin Williams left like a huge amount of like he was like a staple in my childhood, and I'm
Yep.
pretty sure everybody else. A huge amount of great projects and great things that people still love to this day. Jim Carrey had it, and then just fucking went all
Yeah.
jumble and ended up in fucking
Hell.
Weirdsville.
I found out recently that like Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, and Ace Ventura all came out in the same fucking year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey,
Just feel it
He's the personality of I'm on cocaine without having cocaine.
what was his very first fucking movie?
I thought it was Ace Ventura.
And then it's like, well, he got really big on Mad TV. No, it wasn't Mad TV.
In Living Color.
In Living Color, where he
Living
was
Color.
fireman, whatever the fuck it was on.
Fire Marshal Bell.
Yeah.
That really fucking took off, and then he made
the only white guy on there.
And went from there, and he started out as this goofy, fun comedian. Fucking did the physical comedy. Everybody thought he was the next Dick Van Dyke.
He very well could have been too.
Just the next Dick.
And now he's became the next fucking. What's that fucking?
Good talk.
What came out first? The Spotless Mind or Kick-Ass 2? Because Kick-Ass 2, he made the movie and he's like, I didn't know it was going to be violent, and therefore I am not supporting it. And he didn't show up to any of like the press conferences and like boycotted the movie.
Spotless Mind came out first.
It's like, how do you make a movie?
That movie is actually really good.
But like, how do you make a movie and not know there was a first one?
Yeah.
And not know anything about it and be like, this is what I did? It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Where are you?
What the fuck's going on? Dun, 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 dun.
Like, that's what Spotless Mind didn't kill him for me. It was the aftermath of Kick-Ass 2 that was like, okay, this guy's off the deep end.
I do. Was he in Kick-Ass too?
He was.
He was.
I haven't watched the first one.
I've seen Kick-Ass, but I haven't seen Kick-Ass 2.
It's okay.
I've seen pieces of it, I think.
Like Tua or as in as well?
I know that I've seen the end. She ends up leaving.
Spoilers!
Not she.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
She's Grace. What's her name? Grace.
Fucking shit.
Morant something.
There you go. She's the fucking little fucking girl in Kick-Ass, and then Kick-Ass 2. I do remember that, but that's all I know about Kick-Ass. I know Nicolas Cage was in that movie.
Ass kick. Yeah, he was weird as shit.
All right. Was there anything else we wanted to divulge this evening?
No.
I think we got.
I mean, there wasn't much news. Like, honestly, I had to scour the earth for some of the things. You guys put some in the Discord, and I'm like, we should talk about Quantumania because honestly, we have 3 talking points.
Let's talk about. Did we talk about the slap fighting thing?
I don't know what else. I don't know what even to say about it.
Well, so I've been watching. I'm not trying to review it. Trust me, it's a shit show. The only reason it's a train wreck, to be honest with you.
You just did.
So we have this show, and it's on TBS. It comes on after Dynamite. Okay, and what you've seen it, Basement? Yes, Connor?
I've seen it. I haven't seen I think the version you're referring to, but I've seen slap fights.
Well, it was like what do you call it? The Ultimate Fighter, where they put them all in a dorm, where they have to stay in a dorm and hang out with each other and shit. And that's what they're doing on this show. What you don't see in Ultimate Fighter is that they weren't walking around fucking getting shit faced and fucking slapping the shit. So that's what this hour long show is watching a train wreck on TV and then watching one of them get the fuck slapped out of him while the next guy steps up, slaps the fuck out of him, and they don't expect these guys to fucking drink and fucking act like fucking fools. That's where the show fucking is stupid.
10 out of 10.
See, I've only ever seen the actual event of slap fighting, which I find hilarious because it's not even like boxing. It's not like anything else. You just stand there and beat,
wind
slap
up
me,
and-
baby. And these guys, man, some of them fucking. That is the weight of 10,000 elephants just smashing you in the face.
Yes.
Yep.
Some of them take that shit like champs, while others go.
Yeah.
And
It's like,
over.
I don't know how this got greenlit because that is 100% CTE. His brain is bouncing off every part of his skull while his whole body is seizuring.
If you listen close enough, you can hear the fucking window shut down. Din 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 din.
I mean,
And so
that's
frequently.
essentially what this show is. It's not what happens during the competition. It's what
That's
happens
awesome,
in
creative.
that house. Because they spend what, like 3/4 of the show on that.
Well, yeah, because they can't. That's because they have to build up to the fucking slab.
Right. Well, I
Right.
mean, they're trying to make it a sport.
Well, it's already there because they have like.
Well, what I'm saying is, well, now Dana White's got his little dirty paws on. Well, I shouldn't say dirty. The guy's a genius, but he gets his paws on it.
I'm gonna say dirty.
And now he's
Dirty.
putting this weekly show on like he did Ultimate Fighter, and he's gonna. I'm telling you right now, slap fighting is gonna be $60 on pay-per-view.
Especially if they get the midgets.
Like look at this gif. This guy gets the fucking soul slapped out of him. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at that. He winds up, and this is like a man that's
Hold on, I
probably
need to
about
see
300 pounds. Winds up, this guy's got his eyes tattooed. He got the tattoo from his eyes slapped off him.
Let me see this
I
gif.
think he just slapped the
Jesus
tears.
Christ,
my
all
God.
of the liquid in his head left.
I was about to say some sort of liquid left his body. I cannot. I
Thank
am
God
not a doctor. I
he
cannot.
had his fucking bestie behind him to grab
Either
his
that or it's that
destroyed
fucking
corpse.
powder shit.
Jesus Christ.
He took the table with him.
Yes.
Well, he was holding on to the damn thing.
And man,
What else was we supposed to hold on to?
It's
life.
not.
He took that. Do you see how he's like, come on, motherfucker, let's see what you got.
I wish I had the
I
one.
just-
The one before.
Oh my God.
This guy, the tattooed guy, slaps him, and it's like a mother not wanting to hurt the kid. And then this guy comes in with this. It's like a fucking haymaker.
This whole fucking video. I gotta see this whole fucking video.
The haymaker is destructive.
Yes.
I feel like this is what we should be watching on edibles.
Yes,
No,
I'm
it's not
telling
funny.
you,
Yeah,
it's
it's not funny.
slow motion replays is the best, and they show you because they have in this sport they have a move that where the guy slaps but he hits with his palm.
Like, what,
And
do you,
they
what do you fucking? There's skill in this bullshit. Go ahead.
So he slap in the slow motion of the. It's like you watch. He's like coming in, and then it's like it's so fucking funny, and then his face is like just like that.
His face is
Dude,
like, what?
It's basically
it's so,
his sound effect was fucking incredible.
I
it is
know.
so fucking lovely. I mean, it's like watching a train wreck and sitting here trying to figure out. Is there going to be a halftime show for this?
Here you go. Look, this is the original slap and what he gets hit with.
Let me see. I gotta wait for the stream to catch up.
It'll take a few seconds for us to
He
see.
just dusts his beard.
I don't see it.
Oh, you
Oh, I see
will.
it.
There's pieces.
He like completely fucking
Jesus.
missed.
That was a whiff. All right, that wasn't a hit. That was a whiff.
But to get hit like that and come back with. He sent his soul into the afterlife, man. His fucking grandparents felt that shit. Jesus
I'd love
Christ.
to see I'd love to say. I mean, I'm being sadistic here, but the knockout slap in slow motion. That's
Oh, yeah.
what I.
You get deep
That
down
is
into
like
it.
a beautiful thing, man. That guy tried. I mean, he gave him that little.
He gave him a little bit of something, but in the end, destruction came for him.
Hey, good lord! I think we need to watch this on edibles.
I'm game for it.
I'm watching it now.
I mean, together.
Like I'm saying,
family.
I'm telling you, this is like fucking greatest thing since fucking Wonder Bread. I'll probably want to talk about this again next week. I'm telling you, this shit it's insane, man. I just wanted to fucking shit on what Dana White's doing on TBS. If you're gonna give me the sport, give me the sport. I don't care about this. This is just you trying to make money. That's my whole thing. It's a beautiful thing, but the slapping is the slow motion shit, man. Beautiful.
Oh, it's so good.
Let's see if we can get some of that.
It is.
Let's see if I can get some of that action.
What in the fuck was that all about?
Oh god! Oh god! He
Let me
obliterated him.
see.
Hold on, I gotta.
Oh,
I gotta
this is gonna
fix
be good.
things up here. Look at this. He comes in, man with big earrings. I'm gonna dice it up here. Oh god, I would be scared when he's just prepping. Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god. I didn't imagine him coming back in
he's
like
going
that.
back.
Oh,
Watch the judge.
shit.
Watch the judge. Even he's like, oh shit.
Can we
I
get
think
this?
he's a judge. I don't think he knows what the fuck he's doing
Get the
there.
slow mo here.
Like he was caught in the pic.
No. That was just
He's
a
supposed
punch
to-
to his chest.
What is he supposed to do?
I love this picture because everybody knows this man is fucked, and like you got the little Taiwanese boy in the background being like, "Why did they sign up for this?" This white guy in the foreground is
Oh,
like
God.
PTSD, and the actual competitors face down, ass up.
Respect.
They have like 12 angles of him like falling into a barrel.
Of course they fucking do, because they want to get as viral as possible.
Oh, this guy's fucked.
Oh my god.
Yep, down you go. Down you
Oh,
go.
Kratos says my fellow St. Louis native Michael Chandler is facing Conor McGregor in a future UFC event. That's fucking awesome.
This guy already.
I
Yeah.
love Conor McGregor. I don't give a shit what he's.
You like Conor McGregor?
Oh,
Yeah, we share a good name.
Good night.
What?
He's got fucking albino rage face. Obliterated this dude. Oh god! Looks like the Antichrist. What the fuck?
That guy died.
The Antichrist?
Telling you, this shit is not for the. I mean, oh no. He's sick.
Look at this. Look at this.
I told you I was gonna knock you out. I'm
T
from Sweden.
K O.
He's-
Just fucking no fucking care in the world. He looks like he has ketchup on his face. Just got finished
He
eating
did.
a hot dog and now he's fucking slapping tits off men. Oh my god! Oh, this guy is obliterating people. The guy with the fucking earlobes, big lobes McGee, fucking slapped the shit out of fucking wannabe predator, and now he's praying to God. Like this is insane.
Will you just
No.
let it go? Let it go.
You'll see what I mean.
Oh, he dead.
They all dead. Should we get Basement and Gina to sign up for this as a Russian shoe?
This guy's slapping another. This fucking guy looks like a weirdo.
Why is he kneeling? Is he afraid he killed him?
No, he's praying to God.
I mean, I fucking.
Look, he's
care.
moving. You can stand the fuck up. You'll be
He
alright.
he just obliterated this man, and then he gives the peace sign. Some good shit.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
man, that is fucking excellent. Oh man.
The gift that keeps on giving. Peace.
Peace.
This dude in the white hair, man.
Oh,
This
Fucking.
Draco Malfoy's fucking alternate universe
He does
person.
look like a fucking
think-
Russian villain.
Should we just do? Should we just?
fucking error? I
Should we
mean,
just do a whole?
It's as white as Draco Malfoy's dad.
Should we just do a whole stream of just us reacting to this shit?
Just slap
Gonzo,
fights,
you
pretty
know.
solid.
Yeah. Oh God. On that note,
Look at their names: Neanderthal and Homewrecker. Debut at Slap Fight Championship. Neanderthal.
Creative was
is what it's
creative.
called.
Creative was on vacation.
That one became a meme, Paul.
I don't even
The
know
fucking
which
girl
one
that
it
did the
is.
fucking roll on the slap fighting thing.
I saw
That was a meme. Are you sure it wasn't just a meme?
Which one of these are
But-
Neanderthal?
Neanderthal.
I'm gonna bet it's the one with the white hair.
Oh no! And this one, neither of them. Oh, he's dead.
Well, let me see if I can. I gotta wait. Oh God. By the way, I just realized the name of the title of the episode: Quantumania Failure, Suicide Squad Game in Trouble, featuring Rihanna.
I mean, it is what it is.
Oh God.
And Slap, and he's done. And his bearded
What is
friend,
that
he
for?
just Hulk Hogan poses. This guy's in the afterlife.
Slap fighting shit is. I mean, it's catching, man.
Why is everybody taking a knee? What is this? Colin Kaepernick?
It's at the Jesus camp. All right. This is what they did. They went to the
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Camp.
I'm
Well,
watching this now.
It does look like Jesus camp. They're
It
sitting
does,
by the
it does look like
campfire.
Jesus Camp.
Oh, we're gonna get Homewrecker fighting back against
feel like-
Neanderthal.
I feel like that should.
And-
I feel like that should not have knocked him out.
It ain't there. Oh, now he's getting another chance. He's got a towel behind
What
his.
is it? What is it? The
higher
fucking? I'm catching up on the. I'm catching up. What is with the fucking knee?
Yeah, it's just I guess it's a part of the protocol.
Are
This
you?
guy
Are you
has
okay,
been-
man?
He can't handle the slap, man. Fucking black shirt is trash.
Pack it back.
Oh look, they're bringing in a woman. Is the woman gonna do it?
Oh, he missed.
Yes, he did.
No. I guess this guy won the championship.
What did he just tell him? Like, come here.
Oh, this one is the best though. This is the one from the picture that we have up in the top. This guy's face.
Oh, I'm
turns-
behind. I'm behind.
This guy's face turns into death. Okay, just like we can't show too much of it because I don't want to get in trouble. But like this guy on the right has chalk on his face, and he's gonna need fucking emergency surgery soon. These two go back and forth for a long while. Like this is a 6-minute video, but it's cut to shit. I think they fucking slap each other for like an hour.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then look, you
I
can
know
see
what
this
you're talking
guy.
about.
His soul is gone. His cotton is in his ears. He knows he's about to wreck someone, and already his face is morphing. You can see he's got chipmunk cheeks. He's bleeding out of multiple holes in his face. Oh, now the blood. Here's another like close up the blood, and he just takes another one like a champ. He looks at his friend and he like smiles and gives a thumbs up. I don't think so.
I don't know if it's a smile or if it's just like his jaw's
Yeah,
broken.
his jaw's otherworldly. He's like, yeah, man, touch me. I like it. This guy's look at that. You see the blood pouring out of his.
He's a fucking walking Picasso painting.
God,
Yeah.
look, this guy hits him so hard and is amazed that he didn't kill him. And he's like, "What should I do next?" Oh my god! And
should I
you
do?
get the close up, and he is fucking jaws all fucking jacked. Back
Is
at
it
him
though?
again. You'll see.
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, look at him. He looks like he's chewing a gobstopper.
Good.
Oh, what the hell?
Bam! That one hit him hard too. Got him in his eyeballs.
Oh,
And
God almighty.
the old man beside him looks like he's about to kill everyone involved. Fucking Just for Men beard is unstoppable. He's about as wide as he is tall. I would not want to slap fight him.
It's like he's got a mouth guard on the side of his face.
Yeah. Look at this guy holding the belt. He looks like he's about to rape somebody. Wait till you get to this picture. He looks like
I
R.
get the
Kelly is about to take a fucking
get
huge
the
golden
winner.
shower on whoever wins. It's just so creepy with his
Ugh.
hands. The way he
I think
holds
we
it.
need to do a separate stream of just us reacting to this shit.
Okay. Oh my fucking lord! You got to look at this guy's side of his face in this next
I
video.
will once you get there.
His little
Yeah,
like,
I'm waiting to catch up.
his little ear tampons are like bursted. His face.
Bursted?
Look at this motherfucker. He's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm human anymore.
I just seen the dude holding the old Intercontinental.
He's a creep. He stays holding it forever. Oh, this
Hiding
guy's
my
face.
erection.
I think that guy's ears about to
God.
fucking explode.
Look at you're gonna see
God.
some slow-mo action. Oh,
Like, he doesn't even get him in the
God.
face. He gets him in the fucking skull.
This guy slapped his
I mean, which
nose
I know
off
is the
his
same shit, but
face.
like,
Damn.
He's already starting to droop.
was that legitimately the way his face looked because of this, or did he have like a little bit of a
Oh.
contortion beforehand? Because like,
No,
I-
his face was slap fighted to death.
we saw the slow mo.
Slow-mo is deadly. This guy's crying out of one of his eyes. The other guy's bleeding from lacerations to the face. And boom.
Surprised their noses aren't broken in some of these cases. You know, like the other part of it too is like
They just
these guys
call
fucking
this
do the-
match and fucking mutated face wins. Or maybe he's
Ow.
I love how he just like ow, and then like my forehead's itchy.
mutated face comes away with the victory, I believe.
But like, okay, like you see them like doing the wind up, but let's be real, the wind up is fucking nothing, right? Like it doesn't help them aim.
No, it's
So-
just to get it's not really to aim, it's to get the right measurement so that their arm stays within the same wingspan.
That was
Jesus
literally
Christ.
stupid. Them two slapped each other for like an hour.
I don't know. It went on for a long
Literally.
time. That's for sure. They got like 50 slaps in.
No
so-
fucking. Oh my god! But yeah, we'll do a separate stream. We'll do a separate stream for that.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my
spent
god!
my
Fucking
load.
A. On that note, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week's edition of No Bucks Given. Slapping away, all your problems away. Want to thank Heather, JP, Basement, as always, and all you awesome people join. We had a lot of fucking people turn out, so which I do appreciate. 11 likes, so if
Very
you guys
much
like this
so.
stuff, hit that thumbs up button. Tomorrow,
Roundtable.
some. No, we're all caught up.
Or are we?
Oh wait, no. It's a new. It's a new. Is it a new one? Is it a new one?
A new one.
It's the Harry Potter Roundtable.
We gotta watch.
Ooh,
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Po-
Never.
And I never read the book. Oh.
Maybe
No,
I
you gotta read the book and
saw.
watch the movie. You fucking. You gotta read the book and watch the movie. I almost said watch the book and read the movie.
That's do shit.
Watch the book.
Watch the.
I wasn't either.
He's like, watch the book and just chuck it at his head.
Watch it again in slow mo.
Slap fight.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I love
God.
that fucking movie.
So tomorrow, it's a Harry Potter Roundtable, with the Stone Sorcerer.
Philosopher?
Sorcerer, that works.
Yeah. It's very apropos given all things considered. Anyway, thanks all for tuning in. Appreciate the love and support as always. Hit that like button, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that fun hoopla. Check us out on your favorite audio podcasting platform. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for some Harry Potter Roundtable. Until then, snooches booches.
Oh no.
Yes, snooches.
Did you just shit yourself?
He is not.
Oh, no.
alone.
He's not alone.